Have you ever wanted your own island? Have you ever wanted to be a millionaire? Have you ever dreamed of a beach simulator that has the combat and camera controls of Metal Gear Solid? Today, I will be discussing one of the greatest games to grace the original Xbox, Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. Now, before you hate on it, there's a lot more to this game than volleyball. A lot more. Story: Zach hits it big at the casino, then buys an island, and you are invited. The player must choose one of 8 different characters to play as. And keep in mind, all this info is important. You must commit all of this to memory. At least the girls that you like. Why? Why must I memorize what a woman likes, you may ask?
Who cares?
We will get to that soon. Zach Island. First, you must familiarize yourself with the island and its shops. The accessory shop is for picking up little inexpensive cosmetic items. If your inventory doesn't look like this, don't even talk to me. Sunblock is the most frequent item you'll be purchasing if you wish to retain your current skin tone. If you forget to apply sunblock, your character will become significantly darker. You can speed this up by buying suntan lotion, but that's just a waste of money. Anyway, the sports shop is the most important shop because it will be the place you spend most of your money. For obvious reasons. Zach of all trades, however, is the only shop not available to you day one. That's right, each day counts, and there are 3 sections of the day where the action happens. The 4th is nighttime, and arguably the most important time of the day. We will get to that later. Day 1. Your character arrives on the island and realizes they have been fooled by Zach's invitation, saying that this island is where the next DOA tournament is taking place, which was a lie. Despite being initially pissed off at Zach, the girls decide to make the most of their stay on the island and see it as an opportunity to relax and unwind. For the next 2 weeks, you will have many opportunities to garner friends, wealth, and a large collection of swimsuits. Right off the bat, the game is not pressuring you to be competitive. You are here to have fun and chill out. Regardless of who you pick, you will be teamed up immediately with Lisa. If you choose Lisa, you will be teaming up with Tina, probably because they're both American. Lisa shows you around the island and explains the shops. Then you are free to explore whatever part of the island you wish and enjoy some alone time. Or you could do what I did and immediately ask someone else to partner with you. Do not do this. It will never work. It is a waste of time. The most important thing to note is nobody wants to be your partner day 1 because you have not given them gifts to gain their favor. That's right. If you want a new partner, you must bribe them to be your partner. Just like real life. Once you waste some time and the evening comes, you will play your first game of volleyball. No pressure. It should be a relatively easy game. However, you must familiarize yourself with the controls to play well and gain more favor with your partner. The controls. By the way, this game doesn't explain the controls at all. There are only 2 buttons, returning the ball to your opponents, and then a pass to your partner. The most important thing here is teamwork. You will not always be able to successfully spike if your opponents anticipate it, so you have to change it up and set up a spike for your partner if you wish to throw your rivals off and get a point. This game also has pressure-sensitive buttons, which means a hard spike is pressing the A button hard, while a soft spike to feint your opponents is a soft tap. Truly the most streamlined control scheme I have ever witnessed in a game. Simple and easy to pick up, but as the days pass, the girls become harder to play against. The more you must be able to master this control scheme to rise to the top, and to maximize money and bond with your partner. If you fail to improve and get style points, your partner will leave you, and you cannot play any volleyball until you find another. It pays to stick to one partner, because the longer you stick with them and the more games you play with them and impress them, the more they like you, and the more they like you, the harder they will play. Oh, I forgot. Style points are given to you from your partner when they are impressed with your ability to do perfect serves, spikes, and knockdowns. To maximize the output of each match, try to do perfect serves whenever you get the ball. Spikes can occur at a higher frequency, however, the timing can be harder to pinpoint because it's a different environment in the middle of a match. In other words, each second counts. Each button press can be the difference between getting a point or getting scored on. It's almost like you're playing rock, paper, scissors. If you return the ball to your opponents, you're giving them another opportunity to spike. If you pass to your partner, they will set up the ball for you to spike, or you can pass it back to them again for them to spike. Deflecting the ball sets you up to be knocked down or temporarily incapable of defending your side of the net. The difference between winning and losing is all about strategy and placement. Some tactics can be tricky. If you're too close to the net anticipating a spike, you will wall the ball. If you're too close to the net anticipating a spike and you wall the ball, your opponent may tap the ball instead of spiking to throw you off and get an easy score, or they may spike in a different direction, avoiding your block and your partner completely. Knockdowns happen when you spike the ball perfectly and the force of the ball knocks one of your opponents over, which is the time to spike again, because you have a small time window to exploit the lack of defense. You will also impress your partner and earn a few more dollars on top of the total if your team wins. If you lose, you will still acquire the money you earned from the skill points that you earned. I assume if you lose too often, your partner will grow impatient and leave your sorry ass to team up with someone else who knows how to play. Alright, enough volleyball. That's not why we're here. Even though it is addicting, there is more to Zack Island than volleyball. With all the money you make throughout the day, you can spend your hard-earned Zack dollars on cosmetics for your character. However, this will set you up for failure if you spend all your money on yourself. Nighttime. There are 3 times of the day where the action happens: the morning, afternoon, and then evening. But nighttime is a very different time of day. Nighttime is the only time of day you will receive a gift from Zack. It can vary from swimsuits to pretty much random items. This is your time to butter up as many girls as possible at once. I hope you memorize what each girl likes. Gifting. If you give a gift to the wrong girl, she will throw it away, or worse, give it right back to you. If you successfully pick the right items for the right girl, you will gain favor with them. Sometimes they will even gift you items you don't have or haven't seen. Whatever you don't want in your inventory, you can toss it or add it to your collection. If an item is not in a package, you cannot gift it. At this point, you might as well throw it away or make space or add it to the collection. I try to make it a habit to get each girl one item they like from the shops every day. This is to ensure you will always have a partner to swap to if you like them more or your partner just ditches you, which you must assume will happen at some point. Okay, so you want to butter one girl up, but I don't have a lot of money. So what do? Gambling. At night, you can visit the casino within the hotel and make a lot of money, or lose it all. I love this because it's a nice break from the monotony of volleyball with cozy games such as roulette, blackjack, poker, and of course slot machines, where each girl gets her own machine, hinting at items they would like as gifts and their hobbies. You can also change the size of your bet from tiny fish 100 Zack dollars to the whale 10,000 Zack dollar per bet. Whether you want to or not, you must make friends in this world. The only way to make friends is to make a lot of money, so you can spoil them. How to Riz. I think it's important to mention you can give small gifts to any girl during the day. However, you better be sure it's a small gift and it's something they will definitely enjoy. However, there is a chance they may not like it, even though it's something they definitely would like. If you give them a huge expensive gift right off the bat, they will not be into it, even if it appeals to their hobby. You have to ease yourself into their favor, working your way up from small, thoughtful gifts all the way until they have music notes. This means that they like you, but it's still not 100% guaranteed they will be your partner. This is the most important aspect of the game. Besides volleyball and gambling, ensuring you have a backup partner is essential. If you don't butter anyone up, you will be left out of the volleyball games until you find a partner, which means you will be wasting valuable time. Every day, there are 3 volleyball games max. Without a partner, you will have to go on a shopping spree to garner favor with one person, then spend the rest of that day giving her gifts, hoping she will partner with you. Eventually, she will say yes, and then you can play volleyball again. This can be frustrating though for new players. If you are left all alone, you will be buying a ton of items from Zack of all trades. This is the hobby shop, where each item appeals to one girl in particular. So choose wisely and buy everything you think she'd like. A pro such as myself buys one item per girl every day to gift at night to maximize my influence on all the girls of the island. If you butter everyone up, you can gift them swimsuits. The more revealing options will require more bribing. You have to make the most of each day, especially when the shops rotate their inventory on a daily basis, so checking them every morning is the best way to ensure you will acquire an item for everyone if you look hard enough, and acquaint yourself with their hobbies, favorite foods, etc. The average daily activity should be checking the shops, buy and apply sunscreen, play volleyball, apply more sunscreen because you sweat it off after a game, play more volleyball, and buying more stuff from Zach of all trades. Then repeat until nighttime, where you must retire to the hotel. I usually get the gifting out of the way as soon as possible and try to give everyone a gift. Then I hit the casino and try to make my money back, and then some, so I can repeat the process tomorrow. If you successfully continue this mass gifting spree, you will be given gifts from multiple people every night, which is how you acquire rare items and swimsuits that don't make an appearance in the stores. I know it doesn't sound fun, but trust me when I say it's an addicting loop. I can't recommend enough gambling until you're a millionaire as soon as possible. The earlier you acquire endless funds, the sooner you can buy the rarest swimsuits from the sports shop before they magically disappear the following day. Worst case scenario, you spend hundreds of thousands of Zach dollars on swimsuits that are thrown away by ungrateful women. There is no defined goal in this game. You could go 13 days without playing one match of volleyball. The game doesn't give a shit what you do. You come to this island to chill out, make friends, win, and make a lot of money, only if that's what you wish. But for some reason, our brains invent a challenge for ourselves. However, you are bound to make a mistake, or waste a nice piece of valuable time finding a replacement partner like myself. The game loop is so clean and simple, and the music really does make this experience special. Needless to say, the vibe is truly immaculate. Just to clarify, there's nothing waiting for you at the end. You spend 14 days on this island, and then you leave. There's no boss, there's no fighting, there's no tournament. It's just you playing volleyball and spending millions and millions of Zach dollars on a bunch of crap nobody needs.